चाइना ने एक नया कीर्तिमान स्थापित करते हुए दुनिया का सबसे फास्ट इंटरनेट लॉन्च कर दिया है। इस इंटरनेट पर 1.2 टेराबाइट की स्पीड मिलेगी, यानी आप 1200 जीबी प्रति सेकंड की स्पीड से इंटरनेट यूज कर सकते हैं। आसान भाषा में बात करें तो यूजर्स सेकंड्स में कई काम को कर सकते हैं। इस स्पीड पर एक सेकंड में 150 HD मूवीज़ को ट्रांसफ़र किया जा सकता है। जहां दुनिया भर में लोग 5G और दूसरी सर्विसेज को एक्सपैंड करने पर काम कर रहे हैं, चीन बाकियों से आगे निकल चुका है। चीन ने ये काम उम्मीद से पहले कर दिया है। कयास लगाए गए थे कि 2025 से पहले हमें अल्ट्रा फास्ट इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी देखने को नहीं मिलेगी, लेकिन ऐसा गलत साबित हुआ है। कई संस्थाओं ने मिलकर किया तैयार। चीन ने इस काम को अनुमान से 2 साल पहले करके दिखाया। ये स्पीड फाइबर ब्रॉडबैंड सर्विस मिली है। इसे इंटरनेट स्पीड को टिस गुहा यूनिवर्सिटी, चाइना मोबाइल, हुआवे टेक्नोलॉजी और करनेट कॉरपोरेशन ने साथ मिलकर तैयार किया है। इसकी जानकारी SMCP ने दी। इस प्रोजेक्ट पर 10 साल से काम चल रहा था और ये चीन के फ्यूचर इंटरनेट टेक्नोलॉजी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का हिस्सा है। ये चाइना एजुकेशन और रिसर्च नेटवर्क CERNET का नया वर्जन है। इसे चाइना का पहला देशव्यापी एजुकेशन और रिसर्च कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क कहा जा रहा है। ये इंटरनेट सर्विस 3000 किलोमीटर तक फैले ऑप्टिकल फाइबर नेटवर्क के जरिए मिली है। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Indian Navy Chief flags fragile situation in South China Sea. At the Indo-Pacific Regional Dialogue (IPRD), he said that since the Indo-Pacific is the most militarized in the world, it further increased the probability of competition turning into conflict. Everybody know that a competition turn maybe in conflict. The event was hosted jointly by Navy and National Maritime Foundation. In this foundation dialogue, the fragile security situation in the South China Sea, in addition to violation of explicit codes of conduct or confidence building measures, poses a clear and present danger to order at sea. Admiral R. Hari Kumar said Wednesday at the Indo-Pacific Regional Dialogue (IPRD). He said that since Indo-Pacific is the most militarized in the world, it further increased the probability of competition turning into conflict. And who is just making the conflict? China only. The event was hosted jointly by Navy and National Maritime Foundation. So it was the basic things owning to the increased presence of multinational forces, differing interpretations of international law. There is a there is this fear that the region's global commons can change to contested sea. The Navy chief said. He said that more than 50 warships of extra original forces continue to remain deployed in the Indian Ocean region for different missions, such as for anti-piracy patrol of the Gulf of Aden, adding that the wider Indo-Pacific also has significant naval presence. Citing two recent incidents during which trade and connectivity at sea was hampered, he said that contestation at sea can consequences for security. The incidents he was referring to were the blockage of Suez Canal by MV Ever Green in 2021 and disruption of Black Sea shipping lanes aimed the conflict in Europe. Sources in government also said that the Indian Navy has been keeping a close watch on a movement of Chinese warship and a submarine, which are participating in a naval exercise with Pakistan. Both the navies had kicked off a mega naval exercise in Arabian Sea, which also included their first joint maritime patrol. As part of our comprehensive maritime domain awareness, the Indian Navy maintains a close watch on all the movements in the Indian Ocean region in lane with a national security interests, our sources said. At the event, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman called India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor IMEC a win situation for all involved, but added that it is not without the exciting geopolitical challenges. A worrying manifestation of which is the ongoing conflict in Israel and Gaza. She said that IMEC will enhance transportation efficiency, reduce logistic costs, increase economic unity, generate employment, and well as lower greenhouse gases emission. It is a multi-modal economic corridor that incorporates multi-network of the shipping, railways, roadways, will also include electricity cables, high-speed data cables, and a hydrogen pipeline, she said. She said the project will connect Indian ports such as Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority, Mundra, Gujarat, Kandla, Gujarat to Fujairah, Jebel Ali, Abu Dhabi in UAE, and Saudi Arabian port of the Dammam, Dammam, Ras Al Khair or Ghuba Fath and rail segment that will continue the IMEC and connect the Saudi Arabian city of Harda, Harad and Al Haditha onward to the port of the Haifa in Israel. So it is a fantastic route for the win-win situation of all the participants. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Yeah, Russia is very upgraded in style laser eye twin cameras barhead on a Lancet UAV to bust Ukrainians' cop cages. Russian army units have begun receiving an advanced version of the Lancet kamikaze drones with a secondary cameras unit and dual tendon warhead that go through overhead protective cage and explosive reactive armor ERA. Previous reports has claimed that Lancets are now capable of autonomous flights and automatic target recognition. This specific variant has a different and striking designs with a main tubular body and the wing root. Interestingly, the Ukrainian military has admitted the danger posed by the new variants and has discussed technical and tactical countermeasures to tackle it while loitering. Reports over the last few months note newer, advanced version of the Lancet with upgraded engines, barheads, ranges, and optical and tracking technologies. All the latest features appears not packed in a single variant but in the different combinations across various versions and production batches. This also means different Russian ground forces and airborne forces units might not have the same variants. The Lancets are maybe allocated according to the needs of the particular Russian army formations and the sector northern, northeastern, eastern, southeastern, or a southern in Ukraine with a certain degree of customization. The new drones can overcome reactive armor, anti-tank grid, and anti-drone nets, challenging Ukrainians' defense. Older Lancet model would get tangled in Ukrainian anti-drone traps and fail to detonate currently. Lancet's new laser eye and tendon warhead. According to the Russian Telegram channel UAV Tech, a new modification has appeared at the front. They are equipped with LIDAR system. Thus, the Lancet now explodes then approaching the target and the cumulative jet is already burning through the armor grid and a meshes lost their effectiveness. Earlier, automatic target equation based on neural network was added to the Lancet cell post. The last part of the message referred to Lancet's destroying a cage RM-70 multiple launch rocket system MLRS and a Donner's self-propelled gun SPG in the mid-October. This action distinctly show a green color box near the targeting reticulate from the Lancet's nose camera feed, which Russian military blogger, mile bloggers as they are called, concluded the drone was employing an automatic target identification technology and semi-autonomous flight. A Eurasian Times report quoted the leading popular military chronicles telegram channel that inferred this. The LIDAR mentioned by the TGUAB tech could mean light detection and ranging LIDAR. LIDAR is a remote sensing technology that uses ultraviolet visible ultraviolet visible or near infrared light to examine the earth's surface. It is unclear how the earth mapping and ecological study centric technology has a military application, but an informed guess can be made based on a claim that the Lancet can penetrate chain link shield and a metal cage. LIDAR can map various levels and depth of the Earth terrain. In this case, the upgraded Lancet's laser range finder with two optical cameras to measure the distance the target they can be detonate at the distance before impacting the target, enabling stepped charge jet created by the explosion to cover the remaining distance strike target.
Welcome back to New Quantum Classes. Myself Sanjay Kumar. I would like to discuss very important topic regarding the external internal security of India. You know that China's second naval base after Djibouti expands to ensure swift deployment of PLA Navy warship in SCS Taiwan Strait. It's very dangerous for the India's foreign diplomacy should wake up and see what kind of action taken against the China. China's first naval facility is mainland South Asia will be much larger and have a more military facilities than previously known. The maritime facility at a rim in Cambodia will allow China to deploy its warship and coast guard vessels at short notice in the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait. A recent media report indicates that a large dockyard that could accommodate a large aircraft carrier is being constructed. The expert suggests that the dockyard size means the Chinese Navy will also have a semi permanent presence in the country. Cambodia's small navy has no vessel in its flotilla requiring such an extensive facility. The Chinese and Cambodian government have previously denied a report that Cambodia will allow a Chinese military presence at a Reem naval base on the Gulf of the Thailand. The base would significantly increase China's access to the Indo-Pacific as presently. The country has only one naval base in the East African country of Djibouti, but you know that this one is a second one. Satellite emergency show that a significant new dry dock is under construction at the base close to Cambodia's coastal city of Sihanoukville at a site where a People's Liberation Army is suspected to be developing infrastructure. According to H.I. Sutton, for its warship and submarine, it is sufficient and very expensive. An open source maritime security analyst. China is adding a third aircraft carrier, Fujian, to its armada, and they align with China's ambition to become the leading strategic power in Pacific in Asia Pacific, but the beating the US will be challenging without a global chain of overseas bases. According to a 2021 Pentagon report, China is seeking the establish a more robust overseas logistics and basic infrastructure to support naval, air, ground, cyber, as well as space power projection. Other than Cambodia, it has likely considered several countries, including Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Tanzania. China is very dangerous for the India. Chinese Navy is suspected new overseas base Cambodia now even large dry dock on a reclaimed land pier likely just large enough for an aircraft carrier. On Sint Sik Sutton said on X, sharing satellite imagery of the construction site. Cambodia has confirmed receiving aid for building the facilities but has asserted that they are meant for national defense. But nobody can accept that. The groundbreaking ceremony of the naval base site was held in 2022, and China's ambassador to Cambodia attended it too. The former Deputy Prime Minister of Cambodia, T. One said, Ream naval base is small, therefore we must upgrade our base to protect our nation, territory and sovereignty. Ream naval base modernization project is an important strategy for the developing the Royal Cambodian Armed Forces by the Ministry of National Defense White Paper. You know that the real rub in in the bound is that in October 2020, the Cambodian government demolished two American built facilities at the Southeast Asian nation's Ream Naval Base, overlooking Washington offered to the remote or renovate them. Cambodia is a closest Asian nation to Beijing, which has long courted Prime Minister Hun Sen with billions of dollars in murky infrastructure loan and developed project involving cronies. The US and Cambodia have been drifting apart. In 2017, then US Ambassador to Cambodia William had said that Cambodian government was not interested in a positive relationship with the US. It was very irregularities and things. China footprint in Cambodia has only grown since. According to some reports, Cambodia has repeatedly been the sole Asian member of Scuttle Joint Communique on a disputed South Chinese Sea, even sharing their draft with a Chinese officials, tripping regional power balance. Currently, China military has only one overseas base in Djibouti. The base in Cambodia is meant for repair and replacement will also have a repercussion for India, as it will shorten the time taken to reach its maritime area of dominance. The aircraft carrier size pier at a Ream base and dry dock facilities will provide the PLAN, People's Liberation Army Navy, extended presence in the Bay of Bengal and will affect the balance of power in region. Dr. Pooja Bhatt, the author of 9 Dash Line, Deciphering the South China Sea Conundrum Knowledge World 2020, said she worked extensively on maritime issues, particularly the Indo Pacific and South China Sea. The facilities will help deploy warship and coast guard vessels around the region at a short notice. This will help in increasing China's footprints in the region. In addition, logistic and intelligence monitoring would be enhanced by more accessible access to Southeast Asia Sea. South Asian Sea land like a vital Strait of Malacca, while China's overseas military network base are not equivalent to those of US, it is not for lack of trying. China has also reportedly sought to establish a facility in UAE. In 2021, US intelligence agencies learned that Beijing was secretly building a military installation at a port near the Emirates. or Emirati capital of Abu Dhabi. The Wall Street Journal reported. The journal reported that construction was halted after the US government doubled down on a UAE. The current status of the project is unclear. The base at a Reem is a security concern for Vietnam. It is not happy to see China moving closer to its territory as it has ongoing sovereignty disputes with China. In a South China Sea, the overseas trust between two countries is low. China experience in a far sea began in 2007 with an anti-piracy mission in the Gulf of Aden. The PLA Navy's 43 task force arrived off the Horn of Africa this past February to begin the country's 15-year escorting merchant ship barge Somalia turbulent coastline. In 2017, the Chinese Navy began operating a support base in Djibouti alongside other foreign militaries, including US Navy, to guard approaches to and fro the Suez Canal. The pier at the facility, which also has a runway, was expanded in 2021 to accommodate large warships, including future carriers.